This is a totally normal cooking game. We chop vegetables, make some bolognese, journal about the exquisite things we've cooked and eaten. It's super chill. But there was one other thing I'm forgetting. What was it? Welcome to Cucina Stellata, which means starred cuisine in Italian. In Italiano. I don't know Italian. I'm sorry. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romagna, Italy. All right, what are we doing in the countryside of Romagna, Italy? Oh, this looks remote. Very remote. Is this our house? Oh. All right, something done just crash landed. I'm going to guess a comet, an asteroid. It didn't destroy our house, so that's good. And I guess that's us, stepping outside. But yeah, I wanted to check out this game. A friend had recommended it to me. It's a cooking game that is also a horror game. I love to cook, so I thought I'd check it out. Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little, they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus, they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. So this is saying, don't be a drunk. Because drunks are dangerous and beastly, I guess. Okay, some very basic controls. Move forward, turn left, turn right, and interact. Got it. Oh, this is making us move like one square at a time. Alright, add oil to the pan. That looks like oil. There we go. Chop the onion, carrot, and celery and add them to the pan. All right, we're making some type of like mirepoix. Which is the base that you want to use in a lot of good cooking. All right, chop that up. Our little trinity of flavor. Chop the meat and add it to the pan. What kind of meat is this? I'm going to guess some type of like pork or beef. Pour the red wine into the pan, okay. I feel like we're making some type of, like, meat sauce. Grab the tomato sauce from the shelf and add it to the pan. Okay, so yeah, we're making some type of, like, bolognese. Tortelli in the pot. That's gotta be flour, oil. Is this it? Alright, some type of pasta. I don't know that I've ever worked with tortelli. But sure, let's go for it. Right in the notebook. Nothing? They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into abysses from which he can never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims not to care about food that makes no civil or religious celebration without eventually spreading the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for your raw materials the finest goods, for these will make an impression. And if this precious fruit, of who knows where origin, is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much or even more than truffles. But caution must be exercised, with hope and fervor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the desecration of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Wow, okay, this person really likes to wax a little poetic. It's almost like, I don't know, they got a thesaurus for their birthday and just decided to go fucking ham. Add the tortelli to the pan. Yeah, this guy said, my passions are cooking and writing. Plate the dish. So, I'm guessing what they meant by all of that is just there's some rare ingredient that we're aspiring after or something, and use those rare ingredients and you'll have like a fantastic meal. I don't know. This all seemed kind of basic, what we just ate. And I have no idea what the hell is happening right now. What is this? This almost looks like, if you've ever seen that show, The Cosmos. I think it's hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson. It must be. He hosts like everything about space. But what am I looking at? Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire and the stoves, to get back to work and plunge, like a deep-sea diver, in search of the goodness and beauty I adore. Jesus Christ, dude, you gotta unpack these sentences a little bit. My God. I often say that one should only return to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help, yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if man neither craved food nor experienced sexual stimulation, the human race would soon perish. So here I am again. Casseroles, pots and lids, open your legs, aromas of the undergrowth, sautés and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. Yeah, dude, you gotta get to the fucking point. This is just, I don't know. This guy feels a little unhinged. He feels a little passionate. I guess if you like to cook, you kind of have to have a little bit of intensity about it. Like, professional chefs are kind of... I've known a few. They're very intense people. But this feels a little extreme. Grab the onion, carrot, and celery from the shelf and add them to the pot. Alright. Making some type of vegetable stock. Oil to the pan. But yeah, my friend who recommended this game said it takes a dark turn pretty quickly. I didn't want any spoilers, so I told them not to, really reveal anything, but they said it gets wild. And I can't wait to see that. Choppy, chop, choppy. This feels so satisfying though. Like just the art of just clicking my mouse, chopping up some vegetables. I wish it was this easy. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. Okay. Go into the cellar. Oh, God. What the fuck is this? Is this our meat? Okay. That thing in the beginning that crashed, that was this dude. And we've somehow apprehended him. And now I guess we're gonna harvest him. And I guess we already took his leg. Maybe that's the first thing that we ate. This feels so wrong. All right, I guess we gotta cut. Oh, God. No. Oh, this poor dude. This alien dude is like writhing. I feel like a monster. Okay, well, this is the dark turn that I was warned about. Oh, man, come on. Even if this dude is an alien, like, he doesn't deserve all this. Return to the kitchen and close the door. All right. Why are we gonna, I guess we're just gonna cook up some alien meat. Place the meat on the board, dust it with flour. All right, your flour, right? Yeah. All right, give that a nice little coating. Add it to the pan. Broth from the pot into the pan, okay. Tomato sauce. Oh, that was over here. I have so many questions. Why would you be eating some alien meat? Like, this can't be good for us. This just can't be good in general. This feels too close to human. I kind of like this. I quiver in anticipation and can barely restrain my restless, twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet, nor bitter, nor sour, nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor, not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and throat, something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There is no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. Oh, okay. That kind of made me want to retch a little bit. So he's describing the sensation of eating this alien meat. He called it slimy and indefinable. Like, I don't know. When I think good food, I don't know that there's anything slimy that I would eat. Maybe natto can be a little slimy if you've ever had natto, which is like fermented, I forget what type of beans, but that's a very acquired taste. Maybe aliens like natto. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, I need Neil deGrasse Tyson to pop out from the screen right here and be like, bitch, what are you doing? That is not meat that you should be eating. Also, am I like hallucinating? I don't understand this. It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before, nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds and that seems to feed alternately and contrary on something within me. Even every other ingredient appears diseased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or a chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner of our darkened iris, atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise and unprepared for shock. So that was a very long and drawn out fucking way to say, this is an acquired taste, and I'm brave and unbridled by traditional norms. I don't know, man. This dude's got to get to the fucking point sometimes. Chop an onion, add it to the pan. Okay? Yeah, dude. Sometimes in writing, less is more. You know? Sometimes it's okay just to be like, this shit was rank, but I loved it. Chop an onion, add it to the pan. Grab the cleaver, cut the meat. This feels wild to me, though. Like, I don't know. I was expecting some type of, like, Julia Child simulator. Where, like, you know, we're cooking and maybe some spooky shit happens. But, like, instead of mastering the art of French cooking, this is like mastering the art of cooking that alien ass. And this guy's on the menu. You need a name, buddy. You deserve better. I'm gonna call you Bob. Bob, I am so sorry for what's about to happen. Oh, Bob. I apologize, buddy. Oh, the way that stretched when it came out. So, I don't know if alien anatomy is similar to ours, but this almost looks like a liver, maybe. So maybe we've harvested some alien liver. Cut the meat, add it to the pan. Ooh, now we're slicing instead of chopping. You really shouldn't, I don't know. You really shouldn't eat this, dude. Alright, let's just add it to the pan. Let go and let God. Go to the cellar, grab the white wine, and pour it into the pan. Alright. We couldn't just grab that while we were down there? You're making us do fucking 2 trips? Oh, Bob. Alright, Bob is not doing well. Bob is dead. Bob is very dead. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. This dude deserved better. I don't, like, maybe he just came to Earth to, like, survey shit. I don't know, take a few photos and go back to his home planet. And then he crashes, and our cannibalistic ass has to eat him. Oh, this feels terrible. What if that guy had, like, kids? What if he had a family? What if that dude had hobbies back on his home planet? Like, maybe he was in, like, a poker club. And tonight, everybody's getting together, and they're gonna be like, where's Bob at? Right in the notebook. Oh, I feel like a monster. Once it was said that potage was man's fodder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels and devils, ogres and Mazapagul, Magalasi and Marmaculae, spirits and essences of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I listen to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself, with its acidic tides, and still the shrieking taste buds, singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards. A force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with an understanding and compassion for all those wild, primitive beasts, ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. So he's saying, eating this gives me a certain sensation, a certain tingle. Chop the meat. Yeah, I feel like this dude doesn't have a firm grip on reality. Grab the bread from the shelf and slice it. Alright, you gotta be bread, right? Yep. Big old crusty loaf of bread. The bread looks good. The bread looks decent. I love bread like that. But not with alien meat. Spread the meat on the bread. Okay, so yeah, we made some type of like alien liver pate, I think. Oh, that looks nasty. Even regular pate is fucking disgusting. And we're gonna eat alien pate? And why is it crunchy? Why is it crunchy? That concerns me so much. Oh, this feels vile. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Just had a thought. Maybe this isn't us hallucinating. Maybe this is like our digestive tract. Our point of view is the food going down our throat or something? My word, certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. For this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human order. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all other food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. Nothing washes away this shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is most terrifying, in the heart of this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside me still longs for that flavor. So he's saying after eating alien, it is super addicting, unfamiliar, but addicting, and now he wants more. So we're creating a monster, is what's happening. We're eating alien meat, we're becoming addicted to it. Maybe that's a side effect of the meat, I don't fucking know, but I feel like we should not be doing this. This is rotting. This is not okay. You do not want to eat this. Grab the cleaver, cut the meat. We're not going to listen. We're just going to do it. Why not? Oh, we're going for the head? Oh, no. Bob, you deserved so much better, buddy. I am so fucking sorry. This is just... Oh. I hope you didn't have a family, dude. I feel like a monster. Put the meat into the pot. Do I gotta close the door? I'm nervous. I'm gonna close it, just in case. Who knows, maybe Bob is still alive, he has like a second brain somewhere in his ass, and he's gonna come back to life and kill us. Right in the notebook. Alright, so we're making some braised brain and we're gonna write. What misfortune! What ill-fated news! O wretched swamp, O foul quagmire, O unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child! Have you no pity for your own children? You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one amongst all, so sweet and precious. You can barely stand abundance, a curse upon you. Dude, the meat went bad because the meat went bad. You didn't refrigerate it. It's rotting. I don't know what you expect. Go to the cellar, grab an egg, and place it into the bowl. Okay. But yeah, why? I don't know. If this dude was any type of normal, regular cook, he would know you got to preserve your food a little bit. Like, look, you got some, I'm guessing, cured meat right here. You know about food preservation. You can't just leave an alien husk on a fucking table and expect it to not go bad. Into the bowl. Okay, there we go. Flour to the bowl. Okay, we're making some type of like dredge. Oil to the bowl. Okay, we're just adding it all into the same pot, I guess. Cut the meat. Our little brain here. Braised brain. Sounds delicious. Alright, we cut this into little meatball size things, I guess. Dust the meat with flour. Oh, we're gonna dredge this. We're gonna make some brain nuggets. That's what we're gonna do. Yep, alien brain bites. Oil to the pan. Yep, we're gonna shallow fry these. Okay. I see what you're cooking. I get to where you're stuffing. Right in the notebook. This just feels so wrong. I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance and these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor, as they do for grappas, seasoned cheeses, and cured meats. For I well know that spoiled foods at times hold unexpected effects. Yeah, he said, you know, sometimes cheese is aged really long, sometimes meat is aged really long, and that tastes delicious. Let's try this, even though it's spoiled. I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence of like, you need to get the hell out of here. Go see a doctor. You need some help. I feel like you're addicted now. This almost feels like he's having some type of spiritual experience with this food, doesn't it? Like, this dude is really taking this in. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky, tangled path through a flowering garden where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. In that vast and luminous expanse, it seemed as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arch of dentate ivy. I made my way down a gorge, through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted onto pools of golden mucosa, and beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of pharyngeal primroses stretched out like a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible, lost as they were in that digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds, dripping with enzymatic liquors, almost filled me with reverence. At last I emerged from that garden through an orifice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disheveled, like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. This feels like he's describing some type of, I don't know, metaphor for digestion, like going through like all of the different parts, like starting with the throat, the stomach, going out through the, the colon. That's what this sounds like. This dude is twisted. But yeah, this dude is definitely the writing is my passion kind of guy. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. All right. I guess we're not done with Bob. Well, Bob has left the building, I guess. Bob is no more. I can't, yeah. Bob disintegrated. He is spoiled. He is no more. I like that he's no more. May he rest in peace. Because we're a fucking weirdo for eating alien meat. In the end, it has left me alone, yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from top to bottom, carried like a ballast deep into my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. You could just say most wretched. I don't know, you're the writer, dude, you should know this. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of this splendid essence, a link in a metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? It almost sounds like this dude wants to be eaten. I don't know, man. You're kind of fucked up. Use the bucket in the cellar? What the hell are we using a bucket for? Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Alright, nothing there. Oh, okay, hold on, there's a bucket. Hold on. I see it. What are we doing with the bucket? That sounded like we just took a dump. Yep, we sure did. Oh, God. And we gotta pick it up? Oh, game. What the oh, what are you doing? All right, we gotta chop this up. Oh, God. Hold on, I just need a second. I just need to, I need to rub my eyes. I need to breathe. Oh. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the little brown bits that are popping out of it. Oh, God. Slice the bread. This feels unholy. If this was a spiritual experience, it ain't no more. This is something else. Spread it on the bread. Oh, God. Plate the dish. Eat. I don't want to. Just in the name of all that is decent, I don't want to. So, in American English, we have an idiom, a shit sandwich. Like, you say that when you're trying to describe a situation that is just so undesirable. It's something that you can't really control. It's something that you kind of had to just like grit your teeth and get through. Going to work sometimes when you really don't want to, or like you made a commitment to go to a friend's party and you just really don't feel like it. You would say that as, oh, I gotta, eat a shit sandwich and get through this. But today, in this game at least, we are literally eating a shit sandwich. This feels not okay, but I guess we gotta do it. All right, let's take a bite and dive in. Okay, this feels different. Yeah, these are all, like, the colors are a little muted. There's weird like striations happening. The music's a little distorted. Maybe this is our digestive tract. Maybe that's what that is supposed to represent. What a catastrophe. A sharp, biting taste, filthy as a guttered rag, a faded memory of its once pristine purity. Perhaps too diluted, the spirit of tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. Yeah, dude, it's sharp, biting, and filthy because it is sharp, biting, and filthy. It's already been eaten. That's not food. Oh, the outside is a little different now. Instead of a regular sky, we've got like this, I don't know, nebula looking purpley, whatever the hell that is. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. Oh God. What are we doing in this game? Grab the cleaver. Oh, we're gonna harvest ourselves. Yup. You know, I kind of thought this might happen, but I wanted to be surprised. Oh God. All right, we got some shank o shoulder. Add the meat to the pan. Right in the notebook. Yep, we've lost touch with reality. We are losing our grip. I notice, with a certain astonishment, a twitch in my lashes and tears that blur my vision. And yet, by some cruel contradiction, my eyes burn like flames on dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought, the very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happens that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night, I feel myself consumed by fire, without a single tear to quench the blaze. So I think the dude is saying, I'm in a lot of pain, but I don't feel the pain, and I want to feel the pain, but I can't. Plate the dish. I think the dude is saying, I want to cry out, but I can't. So maybe eating the alien meat has hijacked our brain somehow, and now it's just forcing us to do all of this as like a means of fighting back, a means of vengeance, maybe. Yeah, if this is our insides, this does not look healthy now. Like, all of this looks damaged. Okay, I'm gonna say this is our digestive tract that we're seeing. I feel my vigor leaving me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last fateful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid potage, my very life. I mean, now you're comparing your life to potage. I don't know if that's a good thing, bud. I feel like you're not in a good way. Grab the cleaver, cut the meat. All right, we're gonna go for one last attempt. Everything's all dark with sort of a red tint. We're not doing well. Grab the cleaver. Oh, what's happening? All right, I guess swing. Oh, okay, hold on. When we cut ourselves, Bob's like right here. I think that's Bob, right? Bob is back from the grave, and he's pissed. And you know what? I'm on Bob's side, honestly. Because we did him so dirty. You know what? Good for you, Bob. Get him. Get her ass. Oh, this is wild. So I guess that's our house in the sky, way up in space, maybe? Yep. Okay, so that was the half of our house, and now there's some half that's still down here on the ground. Oh, okay, that's the end. This was not what I was expecting at all. I really was thinking, oh, you know, this is going to be some fun little cooking game, and maybe some shit's going to like pop out of a cupboard. You know, kind of like Ratatouille, but scary. This, to me, took such a dark and twisted turn that was so refreshing in a way. I could have done without some like the eating of our own waste. That was a little, you know, extreme to me. I feel like John Waters would really love this game if you're familiar with the filmmaker John Waters. This feels a little like his type of absurdity. But yeah, this was fun. Let me know what you thought about this down in the comments below, though. And if you liked this video, please drop a like on it. It would really help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to play this game for yourself, I will have a link to where you can find it on itch.io down in the video description. And as always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.